So today we're writing letters that you'll get back in 9 months, and those letters typically are what you hold as your vision for the year. The mission statement of this church is an ideal way of organizing your thoughts around this. The mission statement says this: we are a spiritual community awakening to our divine nature through love, service, and personal transformation. We're a spiritual community awakening to our divine nature through love, service, and personal transformation. It could be said, I am a spiritual being awakening to my divine nature through love, service, and personal transformation. So if you think about it, perhaps the very first thing that we should include on our letters is how we become more loving, how we open our hearts, how do we feel it both to receive and to express love. And not just love in the romantic sense, and not just love in this sense that we have, oh, these are the people I like, and I don't like those over there, but I love these people, not in that way alone, but in some transcendent way, that love when it means the unconditional love. Now, when I think of unconditional love, I think not in the way that I love you so much. It's more like I just love. And if you're in the way of it, the service is an interesting thing because it's really reflective of what your attitude is more than anything else. Whether it's service or a job. You know, you can go to work, and work can be a drag. Work can be interesting, but it could be all about you. It could just be you. You about you. It's like reinforcing this separate sense of self. It could be like this taking all that's happening and going, well, it's all about me, this me thing, right? But service is when you take a different attitude, and it's not radically different necessarily. You still want to do a good job. You still want to be successful. You still want to feel like you're being rewarded perhaps for it in some way. But the idea that you do it as a service, as something for others rather than for yourself. When we do life as a maybe letting go of some of our egoic thoughts, if we do it more from service, then I think we begin to make some space for ourselves to feel that we're part of everything. It's not like it seems like when the attention is always this way, well, that you feel that size. But when the attention is that way, how can I help? What am I doing? What's the difference? You begin to feel your connectedness with everything else a little bit more. It's why we said in our mission statement, I'm awakening to divine nature through love, service. But service is more in the terms of attitude. I think the reason we're here is because here, but maybe here, is because we want to be aware of something grander than just life as we've known it. We want more out of life. And it's not going to be more out of life because we get. It's because we give and we be different. That's how the getting will come now. Not because we demand more from others or we become more clever. It's because we love and we serve. And the third thing in our mission statement is personal transformation. Now, personal transformation comes in many forms, and how we transform depends on where we are. And so it's hard to give a blanket statement for it, but I think something you can say about it is an agreement to evolve. What we can do is we can agree to evolve because the world, the universe, God, whatever is running the show here, and it's obviously not this one, whatever is running the show is pulling us along, sometimes pushing us along, sometimes 2x4ing us into another way of thinking. And our job really is to evolve. And we can resist it, or we can get on board. The agreement to unfold can take a lot of the sting out of it. When you go, so I need to change, rather than I need to double down on being the way I was. You take some of the sting out of it. And you also invite a more pleasant way of unfolding. And you take the problems and they become challenges. You stop being the one who says, I don't like this, and you become the one who goes, I'm here for a reason. This is as it is right now, as it is for my health, for my improvement, for my betterment. But not just for me, because it's not all about me, but let me just see what I can do with this situation. When you choose to take all of life and make it a blessing, that's personal transformation. And some of it is unpleasant. But it could be okay that it's unpleasant, right? It could be instructive, informative in some way. Keep your mind on your highest, on the divine, on God, however you express this. Some may say Jesus, some may say some other master, but keep their mind on your guru, on yourself, or on God. Find something, the highest you can. And when you do that, then you are led by that beacon of awareness toward the highest expression of yourself. It is truly what you pay attention to is what you become more of. So as we pay attention to the highest in us, so we become. And so then our actions can only reflect that which we are holding as the truth of who we are, which is why transformation of your identity is the real process here. You're not what can be seen. You are more than that.